The recent cancellation of the Melbourne Motor Show and now the Sydney Motor Show has been really interesting. Look, our MotorEx show has been going great. It's both in crowd numbers have been up every year and in exhibitor numbers. So we don't see any demise of our show in connection with the cancellation of the motor shows. Look, MotorEx has been growing rapidly in the last few years in particular. And I think that's because it's more a specialty show. If you look at the difference between a general motor show in either Sydney or Melbourne, you're talking about very standard cars that you can see in the showroom. Whereas at MotorEx, I think a lot of our growth has come from, it appeals to the enthusiast or people who have an interest in cars, and that's what has been keeping the growth going. I think there'll be always a demand for automotive shows in Australia. I think it's about the nature of them. I think the more specialised the motor show, appealing to niches of people rather than trying to have an event that appeals to everybody, I think that's the key. Well, the future of shows, I think, will depend on how much the manufacturers can bring new and exciting cars to the showrooms and to events. I don't think people want to go and see, pay money to go and see a bunch of cars that they can actually see in a showroom any day of the week. I think people out there want to see stuff they don't normally get to see. So I think this is an important part of the success for anybody. Look, we're hopeful with less international motor shows that we think the manufacturers may see some really good value in being involved in a specialty show like MotorEx. I think it's a great place for them to show their special cars, be it dream cars or concept cars. I think the demise of the motor shows has been coming for some time. I think as the OEs have spent more time and money in building much better dealerships compared to what they used to be, I think consumers almost feel like they're going to a mini motor show when they walk into some of these bigger dealerships. And I think that started the trend downwards. And I think it's also that that 1 year in Sydney, you might remember that they lost the support of a number of car makers that had a lot of sexy cars, and I thought that was the tipping point for them. I think MotorEx is always open to concept cars. Our mantra, if you like, is that it needs to be custom performance or collectible. So concept cars fit in that really well.